Hello, everybody, and welcome to English 2575 Technical Writing. I am Professor Minnich, and I will be uploading videos for this class every Tuesday, which you will be able to see in the afternoons between 2 and 5 p.m. every Tuesday. And you will find the links to these videos on our Blackboard site under announcements. So that's the most important thing for you to write down and to commit to memory right now is to check our Blackboard site every Tuesday for that week's class video. This one's going to be a little bit longer than the other ones that I'm going to post because I have a little bit more to get through. So we're going to start with the syllabus to our class. And I'm going to turn on screen sharing and we're going to go just directly into Blackboard and take a look at that syllabus. So checking out our class on Blackboard, we're going to click on the class and then we're going to check out where you'll find your class video link right here under announcements on the home page. So that's the first thing that you're going to check when you check in on Tuesdays to check out the new video. So we're going to go down into content and we're going to see our syllabus right here. So opening up the syllabus. Most of the information on the syllabus you can go over yourself at your leisure. My email address at the top, office hours right here. If you need to make an office hour appointment, please email me at the email address above. My office hours are Tuesdays from 3 to 4 p.m. You'll find a course description here, information about digital platforms. This class is asynchronous, which means we have no real-time sessions. So you're going to need to have access to a working computer with audio so that you can play the videos. And also you're going to need the ability to read PDFs. And you're going to need Microsoft Word for submitting your work. All work is submitted in Microsoft Word. You're going to see all that information on the syllabus as you read it. There is a list of assignments too. Now we have, under the list of assignments are formal assignments, and these are the required papers in English 2575. It is a technical writing class, so all of these are skills that you need for that type of writing. The first is the summary assignment, and the summary assignment is a 500-word summary of a scientific or technical article. That is followed by the expanded definition, right? There's a word count for every one of these, instruction manual, and finally at the end of the semester, the system improvement proposal. So those papers are all described under assignments. Underneath that is the grade breakdown, and it shows how much each of these assignments is worth in terms of your total grade in the class. So the first assignment that we have due is the summary. It's due September 13th, and I'll be talking about that in this video and in the next one next week. The grading system is explained down below. Very important that it's not just the formal assignments that have a share in the grade breakdown. It's also the writing exercises. So please be aware that every one of these formal assignments, the summary, the expanded definition, instruction manual, and the final paper all have writing exercises that lead up to them to help you practice the skills that are reflected in those assignments. And that's worth 15% of your grade. So please be aware of that. Now, the grading system for formal assignments and for exercises, every assignment is due on Blackboard, and you will get your grade in the Blackboard Grade Center. So that's one thing is that you're going to be checking on Blackboard regularly is the Grade Center. So use the Grade Center for checking to see if you have submitted an assignment. for checking the grade that you got on that assignment, for making sure that you submitted it on time, and to see if there's any work that you have that is overdue. That's what the Blackboard Grade Center is going to help you with as you go through the semester. But do not use the Blackboard Grade Center to calculate the total points that you've earned in the class, because that's not how I calculate the final grade. In the way that I use Blackboard's Grade Center is that every assignment is worth the same number of points. Every assignment is worth 100 points in the Grade Center. That's the easiest way that I know how to manage it. And then I calculate the grades using a different system at the end of the semester. So don't try to calculate what grade you think you're going to get based on the Blackboard Grade Center total points. So the total points in Blackboard Grade Center isn't going to tell you what grade you're going to get in the class. I'll talk about that more later, but that's just an important thing to get out of the way soon. So due dates are all here, including the due dates for the final project, which has multiple due dates because it's being submitted in pieces. The final thing on this assignment, please read through the whole syllabus. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because we have other things to get through, but there is, you'll see that we have a course schedule here, and the course schedule is based on a Tuesday weekly upload video. So all of these dates are Tuesdays: Tuesday, August 30th, Tuesday, September 6th, Tuesday, September 13th. These are the topics that I'm going to be covering in the video. So you'll see video topic, and then, you know, this is what I'm going to cover on each day. So this will help you in terms of, you know, being able to predict what's coming up, being able to keep a schedule going. Sometimes an asynchronous class can be a little bit difficult for time management, and we'll talk about that a little bit more, but I'm doing the best I can to try to make things predictable. So every week we'll be seeing a video, watching a class video on Tuesday, and I will cover what is on the syllabus for that day in that video. Now you will see also our online texts are underneath the syllabus. Everything, these first three items under content are going to stay here. They're not going to move. And if I tell you that we have a reading assignment in one of these two texts, these are both PDFs. You can just click on them, and you know, we'll go over that in the videos, how to find the chapters in those. But you don't need to buy any textbooks for this class because we have these free online texts that are going to stay on the Blackboard site under content. Underneath those are the unit folders, and right now all I have loaded up is Unit 1, and but there will be 4 unit folders altogether. So give me a little bit, couple of weeks, and we'll have the rest of them up. Let's open up Unit 1. So there are 2 writing assignments due this week. There's one due on Wednesday. So by the time you watch this, Wednesday meaning tomorrow, August 31st. And then there's one due on Friday, September 2nd. So 2 writing assignments due this week. They're both pretty short. Let's do the first one first. This is simply called Introduce Yourself. So opening up this assignment, due Wednesday, August 31st on Blackboard. This is just a way for you to introduce yourself to me and give me an idea of who you are, so that I can get a sense of the class. Now, you know, we have to sort of make up for the fact that we're not going to meet in person, and I don't get to have a one-on-one conversation with you, which is a loss, really, you know. So making up for that loss, tell me a little bit about yourself. What is your major? Where are you in your academic career? What topics of study are you most interested in? What would you like to do after you graduate? Why did you sign up for this as an asynchronous class this semester? This is an important one. And it's important that you answer it honestly. You know, did you sign up for this because it was the only section open. Were you really hoping to take it as an in-person class or as a hybrid or, you know, as a synchronous class, but this was your only choice? Or did you sign up for it as an asynchronous class because you really need an asynchronous class? What else have you got going on in your schedule? What sort of challenges do you have as far as time management? Because that's going to be a different answer for different people. And it does matter to me in terms of my scheduling, my expectations, and sort of how I design some of the assignments. So please give me as much information there as you can. And of course, if you have any concerns, any questions about the class, this is the time for you to ask them. You know, this is obviously, like, this is especially for people who an asynchronous class wasn't their first choice. So you may have concerns, you know, how am I going to manage this? If you've never taken an asynchronous course before, this might be the time to tell me that. And you can type directly into this worksheet. So right here underneath, you can just start typing, and then you're going to save it and upload it to the prompt down below, right? So every assignment's going to have its upload prompt underneath it. That's how I like to do things. All right, so that's for Wednesday. Now for Friday, this is an exercise building up to that summary assignment that I told you about. Now, because I don't want to overwhelm everybody with too much stuff in this first video, we're going to really get into the summary assignment next week, but you are absolutely free to take a look at the assignment, see, you know, what you can figure out about it. You will be asked in this assignment to find a scientific article to summarize. And that could be in either a journal, an academic journal, or it could be one of the trade magazines that has peer-reviewed, either peer review or fact checkers on staff. And I have a list of those in this summary assignment. All right, so if you open this up, you'll get a lot more information, and we're going to go over it next Tuesday. But building up to that summary assignment, we're going to do a summary exercise, and the summary exercise is right here. So it has two pieces to it. There is an article that you're going to read, a science-based article, and then there is the summary exercise worksheet underneath that. So let's open up the article first. It is a PDF, and the topic of the article is the surveillance tracking of the coronavirus in wastewater. So this is from the New York Times, January 19th, 2022. And the article talks about how cities are following the coronavirus pandemic in many different ways. And one of those ways is tracking the prevalence of virus in the wastewater to see if particular communities are more at risk than others, right? So this is the article itself. And then after reading that article, you probably want to keep them both open when you're doing the exercise. We're going to do the summary worksheet, right? So the instructions are at the top. You're going to read the article, and you're going to take some notes on that article and then write a summary that reduces the text by half. All right, so one of the things that you're doing when you're summarizing is you're condensing. You're leaving out the unnecessary information, and you're retaining only the most important key points. So for this, you are reducing the text by half. And you're also not reproducing any sentences that are in the original. That's important. You're going to be paraphrasing. You're going to be putting it in your own words. Now, the first part is note-taking. So you're going to take notes under each one of these questions here, defining what is wastewater surveillance. What about this company, BioBot Analytics? They are mentioned in the article. How are they involved in the technology? The CDC is also mentioned in the article. How has the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, responded to wastewater surveillance data? Where has this technology been used around the world? Where and how has this technology been used in the United States, right? Around the world and in the United States, and with what success? So using those key facts, now you're gonna take notes on each of these, and then you're gonna use that material to compose a summary. Now, in your first paragraph, you're gonna need to give the data about the article itself. You're going to have to give an attribution, an in-text citation. And I don't mean a footnote or parentheses. I mean a source introduction. You're going to write a source introduction. So you're going to include the author's name, the publication, the date of publication, the headline title of the article, and the topic of the article. Right, so the author's name is at the top of the article. The publication is the New York Times. Date of publication, it's from January of 22. I think I said January 9th, January 19th. It's in the article. Then there's the title, the headline title of the article, and then the topic of the article. So that is all part of your introduction, right? So I don't want to see a list. It's not a list, so please do not copy and paste this with like the names like written out. You need to write a source introduction, right? So we're going to go over that again next week, but please put this in a paragraph, right? So according to an author's name, who published in the New York Times on January X 2022 in an article entitled da 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 da. This article, talked about wastewater surveillance. That's how we want it to flow. There's a great breakdown for this article. 25 points for submitting it on time, 25 points for keeping to the word count, 25 points for including all the information about the source in the first paragraph, and 25 points for proofreading, spelling, and grammar. And just like in the other worksheet, and most of the worksheets for writing exercises, you can type directly into them. You can begin typing right here. So that's what that's about. And again, the summary assignment is posted here so you can take a look at it. It is due September 13th. And yeah, so we're going to be talking about that more in the next video. That's about all that I'm going to go into for today. I'm going to turn off screen sharing now. And if you have any questions, you can email me and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I will be checking email every day. So that's the best way to get in touch with me. If you have any questions about the assignment or anything, if you're not sure how to do a source introduction, how to get all that information into the first paragraph for the first exercise, that's all right. I can give you a few tips if you email me, but the important thing is to not just list the data, name, date, publication. That's not what I want to see. I want to see an actual source introduction according to who wrote in, on this date, right? We are going to be practicing that in this class, and pretty soon it's going to be like second nature to you if you're not quite sure how to do it. If it confuses you completely, email me and I will get right back to you on it. So that's all that's due for this week. In our next video, we will be talking about that summary assignment. So everybody, good luck, and just submit the assignments in the order in which they're due to maintain good time management. So you're going to upload the introduction first, introduce yourself, and then you're going to go right into that summary exercise. And if it helps you to take a look at the summary assignment, you know, you could look at that whenever you like. And we will see you all next Tuesday. Thank you.